Welcome to Views and Opinions on Hill Media Africa. It's Ogunoike Motala on your screens again, and today our topic is centered around the Niger Coup and the ECOWAS war threats. On the 30th of July 2023, the ECOWAS body held an emergency meeting in Abuja, Nigeria, demanding the release and reinstatement of the Niger president who has been detained by the ministry since July 19, 2023, in the person of President Mohamed Bazoum. Unfortunately, the military leaders have given no highlights on going forward since General Tichani, the former head of Presidential Guard, declared himself head of state. Stay with us as we bring you views from our street parliament concerning the coup and the possible invasion of the Nigerian-led ECOWAS against Niger Coup. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back.
One would not advocate for war.
Nigeria stands to lose a lot.
They should not.
They have taken democracy for granted.
As though the people are happy with the coup.
Will even bring more hardship. We are complaining of hardship. Going into war will even bring more hardship. They will lose resources. They have a lot to lose. So they should go into negotiation. They shouldn't go into war. War can never bring solution to such problem.
Well, you see, you ask yourself, if you think about military taking over government in Africa, then you may need to know that something went wrong somewhere that necessitated that. If all things are going well the way it's supposed to go, by government at all levels, maybe providing dividends of democracy, maybe empowering the people and all that, you understand? Making life seemingly good and better for average people in Africa, not just in Nigeria and all whatnot. Do you understand? Definitely, no sane person, no reasonable person would like to go into, taking over government. But I think such actions normally come when people are agitating, or people agitate over the way and manner they are being led.
Honestly, it's a very dicey situation, and I don't think we actually need that war at this point in time. Nigeria is experiencing having a lot of problems all over, and it's a new administration that is there. And also the second point is that people have been talking about the relationship, the close relationship between Nigeria and Niger, and so if anything happens to that place, it's going to affect Nigeria in a very terrible manner.
Honestly speaking, I don't think that we need to go to war concerning any of that. We can actually talk things out and stuff. And besides, what is happening in Niger, it seems as though the people are happy with the coup. So there's no need for Nigeria to start, putting, the people actually, they want it. So why then should we start advocating for them?
It will bring a lasting solution to this problem. It's okay, but whereby it cannot bring a lasting solution, it's not advisable. They will check the pros and cons before deciding on the one to choose whether it's democratic system of government or military system of government.
Because of what our forefathers tell us, like my father go to war during the time of Biafran war. He told me something about the war, and my mother was alive. My mother go to war too. She was in the war period. She have told me something about war, but for me, I would say that it's sort of a dialogue. Let them dialogue. They can leave the military to take over Niger, but not to go to war.
Now, still on the Niger Coup and the ECOWAS war threat, we have with us a very important guest in our chat box. He is the president of Imo Youth Governance, a lover of the people, a real estate holder. He's also a leadership coach. He is the Obiago one of Elegu Kingdom. We have with us Samuel Obina Neji.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, sir. A lot of people have been advocating that there shouldn't be war between the ECOWAS-led body, which is Nigeria, and the Niger Coup, because both parties stand to lose a lot of things. Why do you think the ECOWAS should or should not go to war, sir?
ECOWAS, when you look at what is happening in Africa, that democracy, they have taken democracy for granted. I think it is good if Africa will understand that democracy is no more in our society and they need to go into war. I I say they should go into war.
Why are you suggesting for war, sir?
Why I'm suggesting for war, you can see there is an idea that say that you cannot remove, you have not removed what is in your eyes, and you want to remove another person's own. Like the president of our country, who is Ahmed Tinubu,
Yes.
going for war will help Nigeria. Yes, in terms of political aspects.
Enlighten me, sir. How, sir?
What I mean by going into war is that when you look at what is happening in Niger right now, the current president of Niger, when you look at his statement telling the US that they should come to Africa and establish refinery, establish industries in Africa. But in the current situation now, those things is not happening. And if we go to war, we can achieve those things.
So people, like, based on the news and everything going on ground, it seems like we have a lot to lose when it comes to war between Nigeria-led coup and the Niger. What do you think what do you think we can lose if we actually go for war? Because lives will be lost.
Yes, if we actually go for war, we will lose a lot of life and properties. But after it, there will be victory. And in that victory, there will also be evidence. What I mean by evidence, there will also be things, benefits, why we emerge in such war.
But do you ever think that the Niger Coup will win the ECOWAS-led body?
Yes, they will.
If they win Nigeria as it is, so what do we stand to gain?
If they win Nigeria, remember, there is one thing they are coming for, and Africa is talking about. What we're talking about is to restore our democracy.
Yes, sir.
Then, if Niger win Nigeria, that means military is taking over.
Wow. So you actually advocate for
yes. Let's try military leadership, because democracy has really failed us.
A lot of people are like, personally, I'm advocating for diplomatic discussion between both parties. Looking at the pros and cons of military and the leadership, democratic leadership, do you think there's another way apart from the going on for military for Africa?
If the president can be able to apply diplomatic process, that would be good. But when we're looking at what is going on, you can see that he's not ready to apply diplomatic process in this issue.
Also, now that you've advocated for the military rule, so Nigeria stands to gain a chance by gaining good democracy through the military.
Yes.
And you are suggesting that Niger also stands to get a chance by gaining a good governance through the military. Exactly. So what if the military fails?
At this moment, there is no harm in trial. And I don't think what is happening actually, and the reason why these people want to embark on this thing, I don't think they will disappoint.
Welcome back. In the midst of these controversies, the dilemma of the Nigeria and the ECOWAS-led group seems to be understandable. However, it may seem weak and cowardly of the West African bodies to sit back and do nothing. But going for an all-out war against an unyielding military junta is unprecedented and dicey. Let's know what you think down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share and also subscribe. Till next week, I remain Oguneke Motola. Stay blessed.